So I'm guessing this is going to be a pretty quick video this time, which is good because I'm hungry, but I want to open these first. Sorry about the dogs. Again, my one girl doesn't like anybody in front of her kennel, and pup walked in front of her kennel, so she's mad. It's weird because I can put the pup in her kennel with her and she'll be fine, but I can't let the pup be in front of her kennel. That's what she's throwing a fit about. Like I said, it's not really kennel aggression because you could put anybody in her kennel, you could let anybody walk into her kennel, and she doesn't care. It's only when she's locked in her kennel and somebody walks in front of it. So this one, look at him. Got the thin four-placer. I think this is my first male skeleton type creature. Human skeleton. De los Muertos. I don't know what do you call it, but I think this is my first male. You really don't see a lot of males. I think it might only be like my second or third male diamond painting altogether. And so far today's not been as bad as the last few days have been. Ooh. I pick up the packs and the first thing I see are these nice purples. Oranges, reds. Look at that bright, like hot pink in there. In this orange. Oh boy, in the camera that looks neon. In real life it doesn't look nearly that bright. But those are some nice colors. He has 24 of them. 1 is 1, all the way to 8 is 8, then AC all the way in order to U down there. So nice. Again, the G's are a little on the blurry side, but there is no problem whatsoever reading them. Just because they're not printed crystal clear doesn't mean that there's a problem reading them. I have it, what, about 12 inches from my eyes, and I could read those still from this distance. Or at least see the shape enough and the color to know that that's the symbol I'm working on. So I don't think that's going to be any issue. But you can see they aren't like the clearest printed. Like look how crisp the 7, U, P, and R are right there. And then you can see that this G, O, and 5 are kind of a little more blurry. But nowhere near anything that you would have to worry about. And the G's and O's look quite different, which is nice. The P's and R's looks kind of similar, but one's a little pinker and one's a little purpler. So again, I don't think you're gonna have an issue with any of that. Got some color blocking in U in his face there. And he's wearing like this blue suit. And you're gonna have like purple in the background there. You got a pretty red flower and white flower there, and a little blue, and he has some blue hair. I am really happy with him. I am very happy with him. I feel like I need a few more males to go with my females. So they need to make a few more males. Very pretty. Or do you not use the word pretty when you're talking about a male? It's a pretty canvas, so gender doesn't matter. And then this one is a Lighthouse. I have another Lighthouse that I got from Shein. And then there was this Lighthouse, which they now have a few different Lighthouses on Temu. I think this was my favorite of the ones that I saw. It looks like it should be more vibrant once you get the colors put on it. Again, you guys said you didn't mind the dogs, so I'm just letting them do their thing. Pre-bagged, which is really nice. Look at how light that yellow is in there. Some creams, browns, whites, blues, oranges. Now, I thought this red was going to be red, but I don't see any red. So here's your color chart. You have 24 colors. I really thought that Lighthouse was supposed to be quite red, but it looks like it's going to be more like a brown, dark red. I know I don't normally do this, but we got our white. This is kind of like a purplish brown, cream, very light yellow. Hard to read that. 21 on there. I like these bags. They're a lot thicker. I wish I could find where to buy like a set of these bags. 17 is a brown color. This is a blue, a brown, and a cream. This is kind of a red, but again, darker than what I thought it was going to be. Grays, kind of pinkish color. Navy blue, another light blue, dark red, which I'm guessing is also part of the Lighthouse. Kind of green, orange. This kind of looks like a greenish blue. Another green. A little bit of brown orange. Cream. More blue. And then this blue. So yeah, really not any red in it. Like there's the darker red. But there's no real red. Well, hopefully it looks nice. Being as I finish my custom painting, I'm back to working on my DMC. Being as I finish my custom painting, I'm back to working on my Diamond Art Club painting that T gave me. And I was looking at it while I was working on it. It's like, why did they pick this purplish color for like the barn? It makes no sense to me. And then I put it back on the shelf. I store them on top of a bookshelf next to the couch. And I looked at it and it's like, okay, from a distance it looks like a barn. It makes sense. But close up, I'm like, why is it purple? Why is it this color? Why? It should be like gray brown or something and red, and it's not, but it looks good from a distance. So hopefully, all of that to say, hopefully this Lighthouse looks like what I'm expecting, even though the colors aren't what I'm expecting. That's all I was trying to get at with that. So I gotta write the title on this one though, and of course I moved stuff around and misplaced my pen. Don't you love when you move stuff around and misplace stuff? Like, it could be in a more convenient spot, but because you're not used to it being in that spot, you can't find it even though it's right in front of your face. Because, yeah, that's what I did. I did some organization, and now I'm having more trouble finding stuff even though it's more accessible. Last time I had my pen kind of like under the board over here. And now I have it sitting right next to me, right in my face, and couldn't find it. And this pen is crap. It smears. Actually, I'll be right back. Alright. So I'm going to remake this label. I actually asked my mom last time I was with her if we could stop and get some ultra fine Sharpies from the dollar store. These shouldn't smudge, right? I'm just gonna do this again. Take 2, right? KS8056. All right. Now, hopefully, and again, see, you can tell my S's and my 5s. Good luck telling which one I made, right? So hopefully that doesn't smear like that. Now, I do believe these are CGI images, like this here. I don't think that actually is a bird. I think it is a CGI programming trying to make a bird. Same with this one, which is why there's like a wing here, here. Looks like maybe even here, here, and like here. I do believe what you're looking at, that weird smudge there, isn't really a bird. It's just like the AI trying to do birds in the sky. Although it could be like a swallowtail with the tail here, here, and then like 2 wings here or something, its beak, and then this just makes no sense. But I don't think those are honestly anything, and I think you would probably have a prettier picture if you just cover over that. Just carry on these A's here into this nothingness. Same with down here. Easy enough to just carry the D's over and make this whole patch D's. Like this could be like some of the clouds or something, so it's fine to carry that on too if you want, but I would just carry these D's over to here, carry those R's down a little bit, and get rid of this. I really don't think you need that in there. I think it just kind of looks like a random smudge. But I really did think this one looked pretty with like the waves smashing up against the lighthouse. And then it actually has the light in here, and it's like the normal red and white that you kind of, I don't know, at least I picture. I know that isn't really the case, but like, it's kind of what I picture as a lighthouse. I know there's a lot of lighthouses that are just brick and they're not colored like that, but this is what I picture when I think of a lighthouse. The light up here with the place you can walk around here, red and white going down it. That's what I picture. I have seen enough videos of people exploring lighthouses and everything else to know that's not always what a lighthouse is going to look like. But that's what my mind pictures as a lighthouse. Just like I picture a sky blue, but at the same time, I'm guessing we've all honestly seen a pink sky at some point or another, right? So we have 24 colors. 1 is F, 2 is K, then 3 is like this arrow type thing. You got a raindrop in there, this star type thing, and this weird sideways smudge thing. So letters and down arrow, letters and symbols. I do not see any numbers whatsoever. Raindrops in the sky, along with stars, K's, F's, D's, Z's, J's, C's. Again, like I said, that would be really easy to just kind of erase carrying the D's, because you can see the D's over here and over here. Just carry those D's out through there, right through there, and then those R's can kind of go out here if you want, and maybe, you know, D's or R's can go in some of that. Like these R's could go over these 2 letters, or the D can, but that's what I would do there. I would definitely erase him. But I don't think you're going to have any issue with working on this painting. Drill field is nice. And then this one is gorgeous. This is a gorgeous fox. Does this painting need to be this big? No. Am I happy it's this big? Yes. Look at that. Again, I think this would honestly turn out to be a gorgeous photo and even a 30 by 40 for a lot of people. 40 by 50 for sure. It does not need to be a 40 by 70 at all, but come on, that is just gorgeous. Look at all the waves you can see in the fur, all of this texture in here. Like, you can't say a canvas like this isn't gorgeous like this. Again, no, it does not need to be this big. I will agree with you guys. This photo deserves to also be on a smaller canvas. Nice stick. Because I have not seen this photo on a smaller canvas. And it does deserve to be on a smaller canvas for people that want to work on it but don't want to work on a 40 by 70. But I think it is absolutely gorgeous like this. I just sent my mom a picture of a wolf that was a 40 by 70, kind of like walking out of a shadow or something, and that was absolutely gorgeous too. Hey, come here. So we just got home from a doctor's appointment, so again, they are hyper. They were pretty calm, surprisingly, so I decided to do the video, but they didn't like peek up right away when we walked in the door. They were still like, I just had food, I just went out, you haven't been gone long, I'm cool. And then apparently it has now kind of settled in that we're home, and there you can be hyper again. Look at these colors though, guys. Look at these colors. A lot more on the pink side again, for anybody that likes the pink side. There's a nice bag of purple in here though, and then you got gray, dark blue, some browns, some dark reds, a little bit of orange in there, and cream. And there are these bags that I like. Again, no label. My girl is jumping on the couch, jumping off, jumping on the couch, jumping off. Animals are fun, right, guys? I normally don't like them playing on the couch like that, but there's nobody on the couch right now, and I'm over here, so they're getting away with it. Can I read that that's a 1-3? It really looks like a B. I'm gonna try this again. There. Like I said, my handwriting's crap. I would print these all out if I had known I would need them, but you don't know this till you open the canvas. Alright, you guys, come on. Come on. Hopefully those two will play a little bit quieter. Probably not. But look at these gorgeous flowers. Yes, they're pink flowers, but they are absolutely gorgeous. Just look at them growing on this vine over here. There's some like blue color ones over in this corner. And like I said, look at that fur. Oh, if that comes through like that. Look at that fur. Look at the cute face. Surprisingly for how big he is, his eye doesn't stand out very much. Hopefully these, like what, 4 little dots right there, give it a nice pop, because it doesn't stand out that much. You have your color blocking and the symbols here, and the bees in here. Random little patch there. M's over here. Again, this should be really nice to work on, and it just looks so gorgeous. So I got this gorgeous fox, the Lighthouse, which hopefully turns out gorgeous, because right now it's a little less than I expected. And this really cool guy. Need more photos like this. Also, I've opened this one in a video already. My mom got it for both of us. Same with this one, I opened in a video already. This one, I never showed you guys. I got this one on AliExpress for $1 or $2. So, I never ended up actually showing that one. I just sat it aside and oops. And again, I was just bringing those all down to make another wrap for now. I really gotta go through all these. So that is all of mine, but I do have a few of Mom's to open, and we're going to go ahead and do those in the same video. Again, Temu's using white bags with just Temu tape on it now. And this is a pretty small order. As you can tell, I had 3 and she has 4. Oh, sorry, she has 5. Which was actually only 4, but this one got set aside and not opened in my last video of hers. So this is another little 20 by 30 that she wanted to work on. He looks pretty. Hopefully he turns out. You know how I am with size of canvas, but you do have 2 drops for the eyes there and there. Easy to read again. It seems like these smaller canvases are printed clearer than large canvases normally. I don't know if it's just an illusion because there's not as much to look at or what, but they tend to be clearer, easier to read. Very nice stick. So again, my mom likes these. She'd honestly rather pay $4 for this than $4 for a 30 by 40 sometimes. I don't know. I find it odd. And then she kind of thinks my $12 ones for the 40 by 70s are expensive. It's like, yeah, but you could fit how many of these in a 30 by 40, which is 2. So you could fit 2 of these in a 30 by 40, and the 30 by 40 is right around $5, and you can fit how many 30 by 40s in a 70? It works out to like the same price, you know? It really does. And that's something my mom doesn't always do. She's not very good at working out the price per something. Price per inch, price per square foot, price per, you know. She's not very good at doing the math and realizing that sometimes $20 is cheaper than $15. I think I've started to get her to understand that a little bit more, but sorry. You got blues, purples, reds. Not red, sorry, that's a pink. And that's a pink and blue. There's a little purple, blue, a little bit of gray. This is definitely going to have its color. Like, those colors are going to stand out on this guy. So, cute little tiger with 14 colors. And I know, I kind of seem to have randomly dropped my sentence. Okay, I got distracted there again. I think I was saying that I know I kind of randomly cut my sentence off, but yeah, I got distracted by a sound, and then I just got distracted again while trying to explain that. Alright, let's open this one that I apparently forgot to open in our last videos. This is going to be another one of her big-eyed dolls, I do believe, with a pumpkin and a dragon. Because I was looking through the receipts to try to find the codes for you guys. And there she is. Also, if you guys don't know what I mean, on Temu, where you go into My Orders, at the top right corner, there's an area you can click a button and it will create a link for your purchase. And you can share the link with people that way. But if this is sold out, for instance, it will just be a gray image with maybe the title of whatever they call the painting on Temu. It really doesn't give you any information. If you can't click into it, you just don't get anything. Which is why I said with the codes or the links to these paintings, the way she shares me the receipt, I can click into them if they're not sold out. But if they're sold out, I see a grayed out image that I sometimes have a trouble matching to this because it's just a small gray thumbnail. So that's what I was talking about with, I'll share the links if I can get the links, or share the codes or anything if I can get them, is if they're sold out, I can't click on it and it's just a tiny little gray image on the receipt. And yes, we're wearing red today again. Hasn't been a bad day, not red in anger, just red. These shirts I bought like 2 5-packs, and they're the same colors. So I have, they have like a red, a black, and a blue. There's a 5-pack, but it's like a red, black, and blue basically are your colors you get. And I have 2 packs of them. I'm the type that likes comfort over looks. So if I find something I like, I tend to go buy multiple of it. Like my closet will look like what, a cartoon character's closet, like they have the same outfit 50 times. That's my closet. Although I don't actually have like 50 outfits. I think it's good enough to have like 2 weeks worth of clothes. You do a week's worth of laundry and you have another week and you're good, you know? I'm not a fashion person by any means. Not that I don't like looking at some fashion, I don't care for it. I'd rather be cheap and comfortable, thank you. But yeah, if you guys see the same shirt multiple times, I have multiple that look identical. So we got 25 colors. My mom actually asked me one time why I was buying the same thing 5 times, because we went to Walmart and bought a shirt, and I bought like 5 of them. She's like, why are you buying 5 of them? It's like, because I like it. You would think she would know that by now, being my mom and having lived with me for how long and having bought clothes for me, but yeah. So you do got dummy circles, you got the C's there in color blocking, 1 for color blocking, 3s, 5s, you got the big black eyes, that's supposed to be the little dragon, and the smiley pumpkin. Again, these are all from a certain artist. She does have a part on her website where you can get like free domain art, and at the same time she allows donations for it. So I really do like that. Like, it would be really cool if more artists did that, so you could give them a donation of whatever you feel like their art's worth if you have the money to pay for something, you know? Like, I do really like how she's doing that. I do believe she also works with like Dreamer Designs or Diamond Art Club, or both as well. So some of these are free art on her website. Other ones might be rip-offs of the ones she did for them. I'm not sure exactly how that works out, but again, the art's not my style. My mom really likes it though, and I really appreciate what the artist seems to be doing with her website and everything else. So there's that girl. She does have the small bags again. Pretty colors in there. The greens and oranges, peaches, creams, blue. I like that. And I don't see the canvas number on here, but I do see the photo, and since my mom just looks for the photo to go to the photo, it doesn't matter. it was mine, I would have to put the canvas number on it or open it up and see if the canvas number was on it, just fold it over or something. But with my mom, she doesn't care. She doesn't log anything. Like, she literally does no logging whatsoever. There's not a list of what painting she has. There's not a date. There's not a price. There's not, this is my finish or quality of a finish. Like, she does zero logging. She just works on a painting, puts it in her book, pulls the next one out that looks pretty. Or the next set of drills looks pretty. She matches the number to a canvas and she'll flip through all of her books to find it. I couldn't do that. So you got a 4-placer, nice thin one, quite a few bags. Again, you guys said you didn't mind the realness of the videos, I do believe is what somebody called it. It's like, it's not scripted, it's real, having all the background chaos going on. So I'm letting the chaos go on right now. If you guys don't like it, let me know. But like I said, I might not have said that. I filmed a video. I don't know if you will see it yet or not. But in that one, I was saying that this is the chaos that sometimes goes on here. And then they will wear themselves out. They'll get tired, calm down, and you won't even know that they're here. But they have a lot of energy. They're puppies, so they'll be chaotic too. And I don't think it's wrong to have dogs taught not to play inside if that's, you know, the way you prefer to train them. Since I don't have a fenced-in yard and I can't take them all out as a group because the leashes all get tangled up too much, I go ahead and let them play in the house. It doesn't bother me to have them play in the house as long as they don't destroy anything. So, again, I know this video hasn't really been a lot about the diamond paintings I'm opening. I'm just kind of rambling to you guys. But some of you guys said you like that. So, we're just going to go with that. If you guys would prefer me to talk about only the diamond paintings or prefer me to have the background noise quieter, then let me know. Anybody cares for it, let me know. I mean, I might do what I want to do, but I am interested in hearing your guys' thoughts on what would work best for you. My channel, my hobby, I will do it how I want to do it, but sometimes there's better methods of stuff I don't know. Other times there's ways people preferred, and it might not be any different for me doing it one way or the other. And in those cases, I might change some stuff. But overall, I'm not going to let you guys tell me how to do something. That's, you know, it's your hobby. You do it the way you want to do it. You have fun with it the way you want to have fun with it. Nice colors. And again, this is the girl with the pumpkin. Now, I think this might actually be a different artist than the other girl with the pumpkin. I'm not sure. But I do think these are actually two different artists that have very similar art styles. To me, they look kind of the same, but I do believe this is the girl that most of her paintings are from that I was talking about with the website. And I think this might honestly be a different artist that also does Diamond Art Club paintings and stuff like that. If anybody knows, you can go ahead and tell me in the comments, but I think they might be two separate artists. So we went over the colors, which they are not bad colors. They're not crazy bright. Like, the pumpkin and stuff actually looks like it should be brighter than what I see in here. I don't really see any of that bright jumping out at you yellow. There's like a yellow in there, but it's not crazy bright. There's a darker yellow here. Cream. The red's not like your 666 either, so. I know this comic definitely could sound different than the way I mean it, but with the dogs in the background, the bird in the background, I've apologized for it. You guys said you don't mind hearing them in the background. You like hearing them in the background and everything else. The thing is, it honestly is the thing I don't care for. I don't mind them growling and playing when I'm watching a show or doing my diamond painting. But when I'm talking to you guys, or even talking to somebody on the phone, I'd rather them have a quieter tone. It just is how I like it. So when I apologize for them in the background, even if they don't bug you, it's because, not that I like hearing myself talk, but when I'm talking, I think that, you know, they shouldn't be interrupting. Kind of the whole kids should be seen, not heard, stupid, you know, old style thing. I think the dogs should be able to do like they're doing right now, where you can kind of hear them playing and knocking into stuff, but there's no growling, no barking, and I can have a conversation with you guys and no words will be missing because they won't randomly get a little loud that you miss something I say. So that's kind of why I say sorry for it, even if you guys don't mind it. It's just because that's my thoughts on the sound in the background. This really looks quite bright on the canvas, but I really didn't see the drills being that bright. I'd be interested to see if it does dull down a little bit, or if the colors mix do make it like that, and it doesn't really need poppy colors to look like that. But she is pretty. 20 colors. She definitely is pretty. Easy to read the drill field. You got your color blocking and a few little random pieces to outline stuff. But for the most part, it's like a row of this, a row of that, a patch of this and that. So there's her. Again, let me know if those are two different artists or the same artist. I really do think they're two different artists that, to me, the style looks quite similar. But one has like a more round head and the other one has still like more of a bigger head, but it's not quite as round. It's like more ovular or something. Isn't it cute though? Cute little dragon thing with some like feather styles to it. 1 is 1, 8 is 8, A on to the U. Enough. Thank you. Again, that was my one girl complaining because they were in front of her cage. Weird girl. So I really do like the color palette. You're gonna have color blocking the J's. You can see the J's actually kind of look like different colors, but I don't get that. Like one's more of a white, one's more of a cream. Can you stop? Sorry. And then you got the gorgeous purples in the face, the 4s, 3s, F's. You know, your color blocking and your G's down here. Again, I don't think it's going to be hard to work on. It's a cute, weird little dragon creature. So again, I put them all in the bags like this because we just put them, you know, in rows, so I don't like them folding over. And then this is her last one. Again, I've made this video way longer than it actually would have to be if I just focused on the photos. This is another one of the dolls hugging a unicorn. And again, it's one of those like negative images, I think, or something where it'll look better once the drills are on it. But right now, these colors just don't look right. It's hard to tell. It has dummy circles, so that makes it even harder to tell. You got symbols and letters. Those T's look bigger than the B's. That's a little weird. It does have blurry letters. Can you see how blurry that K, 9, and J, and V and everything look like they are? And the A's. Again, I'm not sure that I'm saying you'll have an issue working on it because they're blurry like that, but they are blurry. I'd be working on it more by this being a patch of light green, this being like a patch of the purple color, than actually being able to tell what, oh, Y. Gee, that took me a bit to see that was a Y. So yeah, I'd probably be working more on the letters based off of the color patches than by the letter actually in them. I think this one, the print is very blurry. The stick isn't bad. It has a nice amount of colors, 32 colors. 32 is kind of a lot of colors for a 30 by 40. Hopefully she turns out cute. It's this girl with the unicorn. And again, they're the small bags, and sadly they're not in nice lines. They're just kind of thrown all over in there, so you can't see any of the colors. And normally, again, I don't like to open these because it's just something I'm not interested in pulling it out and putting it back in or anything else. But I feel like screw it right now. We're going to kind of look through these stupid little bags because they were just thrown in there anyway, so I can just cramp them back in there however the hell I want, right? You got gray. There's like a brown and a pink and a green, yellow, some kind of blue-gray, more brown type colors. Wow, is this all the 310 you're gonna have? Or are these, no, those aren't 310s, those are the 939s, right? See, this is the other thing that's horrible about these bags. Are they a 636 or a 939? Like, we know this is a 939, but there's a few colors where, especially when I first began diamond painting, I'm like, do I read it this way or this way? With these bags, they don't put a line under them to tell you which way is the right way to read it. And especially when you're beginning and you're not sure if that number is even, you know, one of the DMC numbers that they have for paintings, it can get a little confusing. So. Also, these numbers, sadly, can wipe off the bag a little too easily too, so sometimes you get them and it's hard to read what's on the bag. And it's not because you accidentally wiped them off, it's because they just weren't printed on very well, or them rubbing against each other in the bag wiped off the letter, smudged a corner of it or anything. So these little bags have more problems than just having to cut open this whole row. Like, personally, if I'm bagging up this whole row, I will just go like this, cut the top off of all three of them, and then shove it in my bag, and easy to go, you know? Like, for me, not that big a deal. If I'm using a container, I'll use my Tic Tac container, and I can easily, again, fold these like this, cut the tops off, and shove the two into the Tic Tac container. Like, it's not, you know, so much that with me, it's the fact that these letters can be printed on in a way where you don't know which way to read them. They can also be kind of wiped off or just not printed on well enough to see. Like, those are the real issues I have with these. Also, again, a train is a lot easier to bag up because you just cut the first one off, cut the second one off, good to go, you know? Whereas these, you gotta kind of dig around in the bag if you want to keep them in any order. Normally when you get them pre-bagged, at least the pre-bags are in order. Normally the companies, when they put the pre-bag drills in here, will put it 1 through 24 or whatever. So they're normally in order, so you can just pull the first bag or the last bag out and know where you're starting. So I think I actually got them packed nicer than they had them packed. Yeah, again, I think this canvas is like one of the blurriest canvases we've got. Like, look at those ends. And those used, they're used. Yeah. So anyway, there's her. This one, I'm going to ask my mom if she actually wants, or if I could kidnap it, or if we should get a second. This little lady. This lady. And our tiny tiger. So again, my mom asked for another one of these because she keeps her big diamond paintings in these. So, well, she didn't actually ask. She told me the two I gave her are full. Anything that doesn't fit in her 30 by 40 book, she puts in a tube. I've shown her the 40 by 50 book, but she thinks it being like $30 is ridiculous when the other one's only like $9. It's like, yeah, but it's for bigger photos. It's not the same book. And I seem to be having a hard time communicating that with her. And again, I love my mom. I'm not trying to pick on her, but I'm picking on her. You pick on people you love, right? So, I don't know if these will all fit in the tube, but I am going to see if I can put all the drills in the tube with the paintings. So again, these tubes are definitely not the cheapest. Like, I understand why companies don't ship in them. It was really expensive to buy these tubes. And I bought them on Amazon. Yeah, they're not going to fit. At least I feel like I'll just squish everything in there trying to get it to fit. Not going to do that. So I bought them on Amazon, and they were not cheap. I mean, I bought like clearance or open pack ones, so they were cheaper than they could have been. But they were still ridiculous price, $30-$50 to get a set of tubes. I mean, each of these tubes were like $1.50 to like $3 or something like that. It's ridiculous for this. It's like, it's just a piece of cardboard, right? Like hard cardboard in a plastic cap, but so these are all from a video I filmed, and I asked you guys in another video if I should post this video, refilm it, or just call it a wash. This was a AliExpress haul, and if you can tell, most of them are double-sided adhesives, which are harder to show you guys because I gotta hold the canvas, you know, covered down for you to see the drill area and not accidentally drop it or stick it on itself. So that was kind of a sad thing. But also, unlike most AliExpress canvases, they weren't shipped on the foam rollers. They were actually shipped folded. And so the canvases are more wrinkled than normal. And the double-sided adhesive has some bubbles where it wasn't tight enough to the canvas. So I think this was like a crappy failed haul, and I was in a bad mood and just did bad with it, but thought the wolf was gorgeous. I got two of them, a 30 by 40 for my mom and a 40 by 50 for me. And then there was another wolf, which I got a 30 by 40 for mom and a 40 by 50 for me. My mom's never worked on a double-sided adhesive, and I was just so upset that I ended up getting double-sided adhesives. And I was in a bad mood, so that video is not a great video. If you guys want to see it, I can show it to you guys. If you guys just want me to call it a wash, I can just call it a wash. Like, that's up to you guys, honestly. But these two are my mom's. I did end up talking to her and telling her that I got the canvas that I ordered for her and that they were double-sided adhesive, and I don't know if she's gonna be able to work on them. I don't know if they're even good enough quality, but she said she wouldn't know till she tried, so I'm gonna give them to her. She's never worked on them, and they're not very good double-sided adhesives, so it made me feel crappy getting these when they were supposed to be a gift for her. I did get a few in here that I like. And again, this is the haul where I got something that was not what I ordered that also looked like crap, so. top of the wolves, I got this lady, which again is from an artist that I kind of am collecting this set, and this gorgeous black lady, which I've also seen her in red. And again, I'm not like against or for double-sided adhesive, but I really do think that you need to handle the canvases a little bit better than the poured glue, because if you bend them the wrong way, it will mess up the adhesive. Can you see where there's like that bubble in the adhesive wave right there, which is gonna kind of make your drills kind of not sit straight. And there's another one down here. Like there was literally an area on one of these canvases where I could push the tape and have it like fold over on itself because it was so loose on the canvas. So when you get double-sided, you really do have to be more careful with it than the adhesive. And they weren't on the foam rollers, they were just literally folded around their drills. So I was upset about this, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I still don't quite know what I want to do about this. On the other hand, I did get Gorgeous Lady with Cat, again, same artist, and another one of my foliage, a nice cheetah. Look at the long black teardrops that the cheetah has. So pretty. And this was supposed to be a black lady laying in some like orange pink flowers. When I first opened that, I'm like, okay, it's just one of those canvases where I can't see what I'm looking at until I work on it. And then it's like, no, that definitely is not something I ordered. And I didn't remember which canvas was missing, especially since I couldn't see these canvases yet at that point. It's just like, this isn't what I ordered. So what is missing? Am I missing something? Did I get extra canvas? What happened, you know? But again, like I said, it looks like it's some like short rocks with just like a sky in the background. I didn't straighten the plastic out on this one because I had it sitting with its drills in case they wanted me to return it. Though return shipping normally costs more than just writing it off as a loss, sadly. But you tell me what you think that is. I think it's kind of just like little mountains and like some orange and then like black purple sky or something. I don't know. Not at all a black lady laying in flowers though. Not a human. So yeah. And also some of them were pre-bagged, some of them were small bags, even though these are the exact same company. So you got these two that were pre-bagged. This wolf is pre-bagged, but this wolf is small bags. These were the exact same listing. And I just showed you these because I was straightening them out really, and I did talk about one. So again, if you want to see the video of these, let me know. You may have already seen another video asking that. It may have already told me, but let me know. Because I'm not against uploading it, but I will warn you, I am not happy and I don't have anything good to say. And I don't know how well I went over showing drill areas or anything else because of it. So yeah. Well, that's everything, and I made that video way longer than it had to be. Let me know if you like me being kind of random and chatty, or if you'd rather me just show you the canvases with maybe some side chatty notes. But you guys tell me what you like or what you think. I am now going to go have breakfast because what I had for breakfast before the doctor's I didn't like, so I didn't actually end up eating anything. And I'm hungry because it's now like, oh, I don't have my watch, it was charging. It is now dinner time. So hopefully everybody has a nice day or night, or your day goes well, and hopefully you get some of your projects done and have nice paintings to work on, and I will definitely be uploading more for you.